Hello, I am Joalixy, and welcome back to Morrowind! So we're here in Anvil of the Project Tamriel, and we're gonna cash in our quest from yesterday. The terrible underwater boss fight. That's the best way I could think to describe... Oh my goodness. There we go. That's the best way I could think to describe what the hell happened in that episode. We were underwater, got into a boss fight. Alright, so we're going to go talk to Peleus, and hopefully he can either have us another job, or he can give us an insight as to where we can get another one. Alright, have you learned anything that might shed light on the Therasvi's reported Dra attacks? You've slain the Dra Queen? Incredible! Everyone sailing in the Abyssine is safe thanks to you. Retainer, there was no formal bounty on the Queen, but this gold is far less than we might have had spent on fighting back. Please accept it as your reward. Alright, duties. I have no more duties for you, my sister. What? Oh, I thought he was calling us that. My sister, the Queen, resides in Goldstone and may have use for your talents. If not, perhaps you can be of assistance to Thelius Halgrin, and ran across or Vailion Telver and Chakra. Alright, we're going to go to this Brenna Cross and look for Thelius Halgrin. Thelius. That reminds me of Thaden. That was just like the funniest shit I've ever heard. Pretty much it's on the Shivering Isles for Oblivion. You need to go get this, I think it's called Honeydew. No, it's not Honeydew. It's something like that. But,
how can I help you?
You know, like in a low dose, it's basically like a nice euphoric drug, but in a high dose, it's extremely lethal.
Greetings.
And, Sheogorath is telling you that, to make your heart explode, or you'll bleed from your eyes, your heart explode and all this stuff. Terrible surprise.
You won't find a better bargain in town.
Thaden loves surprises. But wait a minute, that might be a Halgrin. But yeah, he's telling you, like, pretty much you're supposed to surprise him with a death so you can take his spot. But Sheogorath is telling you about it, and oh, here you are. He's telling you about it, and he's like, makes you bleed from your eyes or whatever, and it makes your heart explode. It's quite the surprise. And then he's like, oh, Thaden loves surprises. I absolutely love that. Alright, let's see what we got for old dude. Queen and Kingdom, Retainer, have you come for duties? I have. I'm not sure if I need anything done. Ask Luris. He's good at keeping track of what needs doing. Oh, hello, Luris. Welcome, Retainer. Are you here on business? If not, the Marshal has some duties for one of your talents. Duties. The Marshal requires aid in collecting some unpaid taxes. The publican of the Crossing Inn, Christoph Marion, is behind on his taxes. The Marshal generously provided an extension to his payment period, but due to extenuating circumstances, I'm afraid he's no choice but to demand the money now. Christoph owes 100 septims. Please head over to the Crossing Inn and help him understand the situation. What's this about? They're really none of your concern. Alright. I guess we won't be. Ooh. It's a nice little bonsai tree. Alright, we're looking for an inn. Maybe here? Oh, this is it. Perfect. Alright, dude, I need your money. Unpaid taxes. What? I can't ask him about taxes. Oh, here we go. Excuse me, I was given an extension. I can't pay just yet, but I will before the deadline. The Marshal needs it now. Fine, here. I hope he chokes on it. Alright, thank you. What are you all doing in here? Clothius? Clothius? What kind of name is that? Yeah, I did drop some of our stuff, and I grabbed us some more money for the simple reason we have this, which we're not really that good with conjuration, but if we could cast this, that would really help us out a lot. Alright, unpaid taxes. Were you able to collect Christoph Marin's unpaid taxes? Yes, here you are. Good, looks like it's all here. The marshal thanks you as I do, but there's more duties for you. Duties? The local wagoneers have formally requested the marshal pass judgment on an ongoing payment dispute. The group raising the complaint is the Colovian Wagoneers Association, Antonius Medercius, a local brewer. He's accused them of tampering with 2 shipments of aloe, something like that, they delivered on his behalf, and so he is refusing to pay them. The marshal has requested assistance in locating any evidence that may aid him in making his decision. Please visit the involved parties and see what you can find out. Alright. I'll try to do some investigation. What say you about that dude? Oh, never mind. These guys. They have a building just across the street from us, next to the Chapel of the Crimson String. People go to them for deliveries, service, storage, and to contract caravan cars. Alright. Alright, I guess we're gonna go talk to the company first. You. Oh, that's White Scarab. Perfect. Alright, I need some evidence of wrongdoing. Wait, what was that? It was ooh, the Muscued Captain. If he has a base of operations, it's probably on one of the smaller islands in the Abyssin Sea. The west coast of Cyrodiil is too populated and too well traversed by fishing boats, merchant shipping, and navy patrols. That narrows down where we can find him, but I don't really think that will help us. Alright, what is this about y'all being jerks and messing with somebody's stuff? I'm not seeing anything on here. What can you train me in? Nothing I'm willing to pay you for. Alright. You there. Chapel of Crimson Strings. Alright. Payment dispute. Antonius Medericus is withholding the association's payment for several deliveries of aloe. I think that's how you say that. He believes that we intentionally ruined them for some reason. It's nonsense, of course. But he won't back down.
What's this about?
He might have just cooked up a bad batch or something. Alright, that's locked. What are you? What can you tell me about the payment dispute? It's absurd to look at 2 accidents and conclude that there's some grand conspiracy in the works. Antonius Macarius my good lord. Medericus should be ashamed of himself. Okay, so they're all saying the same thing. A living, working reminder of what paranoia and greed can do to a man. Okay, well. Nothing's really standing out at me. If they did do something, I would assume that it's in some sort of client guard accounts. Contains caravan client guard accounts. Okay. Invoice. Colovian Wagoneers. Alright. I'm not really finding anything good here. I mean, I don't really think the business would, like, intentionally mess with a client unless there was more to it, but we're gonna go talk to him and see what we can find out. What can you tell him about that Antonio Marius? Nope. Or Maricaris. Something like that. Alright. He runs the Ale Brewery here. From what little I've spoken to him, he seems to be a touch overwhelmed. Alright, he might just be a... Might just be a weirdo. Oh, we'll pass judgment whenever we get there and talk to him for a minute. If we can find him.
Anything I can do for you?
We're looking... Here we go, the distillery. Alright, what can you tell me about this dispute? Ooh, I can't even ask her about it. Alright, let me look around here. What do you know about a dispute? Nope, no dispute. Okay. You're a Medarius distillery adventurer. What do you need? What can you tell me of him? He should be overseeing production upstairs. Alright, we're just gonna go talk to him. See what he's got to say. He might have something good to say. He might...
How can I help you?
Well, first appearance, you look fine. I mean, he's dressed. Hello, good adventurer, and welcome to the Medicarus, my goodness, distillery, and I'm Antonius Medicarus. Oh my god, I cannot read this shit today. Alright, I need to talk to you about a payment dispute. I object to the term dispute. It's a payment demand for service the Colovian Wagoneer Associations deliberately sabotaged. Are you aware that my last 2 shipments of aloe were completely ruined when they arrived at their destinations? The buyers were forced to make another purchase from Sigorn Lacorius. If it had happened once, it would have been chalked up to a simple bad luck, but twice is a pattern. They won't be getting any of my money. Got any proof? Proof? No, they would never let me get my hands on anything so damning, but I did see something when I went over there to give them a piece of my mind. I saw one of them, the orc, reading something, a letter, of course. He put it away as soon as he saw me, but I could tell by the look in his eyes it was important. I guarantee you he still has that letter somewhere, and I guarantee it's missing piece. Alright, I'll run down that lead. The dude that he mentioned that they had to go buy from may be involved in some way. Or at least that's the first thing that I'm going to jump to, is possibly involved. Alright, my dude, what's up?
There is much to discuss, much to learn.
He kind of sounds like Worf from Star Trek, The Next Generation. Oh, I see it. I see it under his pillow. We're going to simply go back up in here. There's nobody here. I can't get a good enough angle. Alright, I am hidden. I am not hidden. Ooh, he knows something's up. Alright, if I could just get out of sight of him. Alright, we're hidden, we're hidden, we're hidden, we're hidden. Oh, excellent work so far. You will find your payment at the usual location, but be cautious when collecting it. The incidents being so close together will attract unwanted eyes. Expect increased scrutiny upon you. This is not to say that you should be panicking, assuming the issue is raised. An investigation will be carried out. You must be inconspicuous enough to endure it without being noticed. This will be easier than it may seem. T has limited attention span and even more limited pool of competent subordinates. Consider our deal paused for the moment. I will send another letter when I believe it to be safe to act again. Alright. Alright, dude. I want to talk to you about the payment dispute. What is that? Where'd you get that letter? Listen, fine, you caught me. I was paid to sabotage Antonius' deliveries, but there's no reason you can't profit too. Just hand the letter over and I'll give you a cut of what I made. And if you need something to bring back to Thalius, I'll give you something for that. It'll just have a bit of a different message. Alright, here you go. No. Look, they'll fire me if this gets out. Can't we come to an agreement? Alright. Alright. That's enough for me. So I got my evidence. I'm going to go ahead back to our boss and let him know. Alright, dude. The Wagoneers are still complaining about the payment dispute, Retainer. Do you have proof that would help the Marshal make his judgment? If so, bring it to him, and if you don't, get out and find some. Okay. Alright, dude. You're the one Lori has put to work, aren't you? Have you found any evidence relevant to the payment dispute? Well, this letter suggests Antonius is right. Are you sure? It doesn't look like much to me. Are these O and T supposed to be people? Who are they? No, wait, it doesn't really matter. I trust you, Retainer, and maybe Lurius can help me make some sense of it all. So please take this for your work. Oh, and you should talk with Lurius as well. I believe he said he wanted to speak with you. Alright. That works. Alright. Are you finished with the work regarding the payment dispute? Good. I'm afraid that while you were dealing with that, a new alarming situation presented itself. I hope you're ready for more duties. You performed your role admirably. Thank you. Do you remember those extenuating circumstances I mentioned? As you've likely noticed already, the Marshal has tasked me with managing his finances. This includes ensuring that he is able to repay his personal debts as they come due. When I sent you to collect Christoph Maring's taxes, it was because I believed that they would be sufficient to cover Marshal's loans into the near future. I was wrong. I've been collating a list of all the Marshal's debts and their repayment dates. In doing so, I've found several which were unaccounted for until now. I'll give you the short version. Unless you go to Breerikia, oh my goodness, private bank in Anvil and secure a loan for Thalius, totaling 2,500 septims, the Marshal will have no choice but to default. The bank would never provide a loan like this without something in exchange. So you'll need to take this and use it as collateral. Make your way there as soon as possible. Ooh, Halgren Ancestral Curse. Fortify hand to hand. Alright, we can do that. Actually, we could do this. Oh no, it didn't work. My plan was foiled. Alright, to Anvil. Yeah. Alright, so I do remember seeing that bank somewhere. It might be... Okay, that's Red Treasury. So it wasn't that, but it's not too far from there. Chamber of Commerce. Alright, we found it. Alright, hello, I need to take out a loan. Loan for Thales. Ordinarily, we would be happy to provide Marshal Halgren with a loan, but as a result of a few unfortunate incidents in his repayment history, we must insist on some additional security. For a loan of 2,500 septims, we would either need commensurate collateral to be held by us and returned upon complete repayment of the loan, or a trustee cosigner. I'm not co-signing for his shit. They can get out of here with that. I believe this will do nicely. Here's the full amount of the loan. Thank you for your patronage. Pleasure. Okay, your account. You don't have any business with us. Would you like to deposit funds or take out a loan? Deposit funds? You do not have a deposit account. Would you like to open one? The fee is 150 gold plus an additional 50 gold for a starting balance. Okay. One moment, please. Alright. Continue. How much would you like to deposit? 1,000. 1,000 gold has been there. Okay. Your account. Your account balance is 1,000. Okay. I want to go ahead and deposit some more. This is so cool. I didn't know we could do this. Alright, I'm going to put, say, 5 in there. 4 and 5. Alright, 550. Perfect. And goodbye. Alright. Alright, so we got his money. We got a little bit of our money put in there. We're going to go ahead back and finish his quest. Actually, before we do that, I wanted to come in here to this necromancer dude and see if he'll do a little bit of... Oh, he's gone. Crap, where'd he go? Crap, where did he go? Oh, I knew we should have dealt with him whenever we had the chance. Duties. Crap. Alright, let's go up here and check in with Saya, see what she's got to say. See if she's got any additionals.
Why is my friend here?
No, I don't see that dude nowhere. Alright, you got any duties? Nope, no duties. Alright. Alright, so I brought a lot of money with me just so we could talk to that one dude about learning some more in the art of conjuration. But I think we might be a little bit boned.
Greetings.
Alright. Where could he be? I would assume they put him up somewhere, unless they already had a problem with him and he took off. Oh, that might be him. Excuse me. Alright. So I gotta be careful that I don't just take all the money. But I do want to get a little bit of training in this. For the simple reason we would be able to spawn in 2 Dremora baddies to basically do our bidding.
I'm intrigued. Go ahead.
What's that put us at? No, not Divine Intervention. It was... Where are you? Where are you? Something... Here we go. Alright, that helped us a little bit, but you know what? I think we can do a... Oh, yeah, there we go. I think we're going to do just a tiny bit more. I don't really like standing here and doing this during the episodes and stuff because it does take a good bit of time to do stuff like this. But that way you guys can see... I don't know, you guys might like the sound effects. Me personally, one of the sound effects I like is the bubble sound. It just sounds cool. So I guess I will just leave this part in. Just in case you guys like hearing that aw sound. If I'll quit talking during it. Crap! We spent some of his money. Okay. 61. That gives us a little bit of a chance to pass it. You know what? We'll just take the money out of our own account. I mean, I was going to come here and do this anyways.
He said that we had to sleep, but that we had to dance.
Alright, that works. We should be able to at least drop that once. Alright, how much we got? 1,100. Alright, we'll go withdraw.
Let's hear.
A quick even 2. That would give us a little bit of running cash too. Hello, I need to make a withdrawal. Thank you. And another withdrawal. Thank you. Alright. That'll cover his debt, and then it'll also give us just a little bit of money to do what we need to do. Alright, now we should be able to... Perfect! Alright. So we now can have these guys. We can also throw down a ghost, or a scamp, and a bone walker, all at the same time. So that they are so slow.
Hiding, citizen.
Oh, I hope I didn't just screw us by, like, putting a bunch of money into a dead horse.
Oh, it's you.
I might have. That's fine. After yesterday's episode, we just need to take it easy and spend a little bit of our hard-earned gold. Time is of the essence. Do you have the loan for Thales? I do. Excellent. You have no idea how much this means, Sir Joseph. I'll need to think of a permanent solution for the future, but this will allow the Marshal to avoid calamity for the time being. With that out of the way, we should turn our focus to another urgent situation. Let's discuss duties. The Marshal needs you to rescue Isor Rulitus, a noble from Skingrad who was kidnapped while traveling to Brienne Cross. Isor's kidnappers have demanded a wagon of valuables be delivered to Talgina Crypt in exchange for his release. Now it is the Marshal's responsibility to protect those on the local roads, and his reputation will be unsalvageable. If Isor isn't returned safely at the same time, he cannot afford to look weak by giving in to the bandits' demands. Therefore, as the Marshal most resourceful servant, it falls on you to rescue Isor and make your way to Tilgrim Crypt as soon as possible. Be prepared for a fight. It's to the southeast, roughly halfway between the Garlos Age. Last I heard, it was in a somewhat poor state. The bandits must have seen it as a perfect place to establish a base of operations. Okay, halfway between here and Garlos Age. So that Garlos Age, that was that,
Do you have something to say,
big
Cyrodiil?
alien ruin. I can't ask you about any of that crap, can I? Nope, I guess we're kind of boned. Alright, so that's up on the mountains. No, that's out in the damn wilderness. That's not where we need to go. I think it might be more down this way. The granary. Alright, so the only way I know how to get there is whenever we went up the Gold Road and we found, there's an inn on top of a hill out there, and that guy that stole alcohol ran out in the dark and fell off the cliff, bounced, and, like, landed way the hell down there. Like, if we go from there and then straight back up that one path, I'm pretty sure it takes us there. So I think we are pointed in, like, the right direction of where that would be at. We just need to... Wait a minute. What is this place? Anvil, Thersfee, such. Okay, this takes us to Kvatch. Okay, we went the wrong way. My bad. I was so confident we were headed the right direction, and it was absolutely wrong. Straight wrong. That's fine. So the good news is, I kind of have an idea of the location that we're heading to. We just need to be careful because there is still stuff out here, because I straight up ran through here. We just don't want to be... Ooh, what are you? What are you? Wait. Talgina Crypt, is that it? Oh, it is! Oh, we are a boss! We found this on our own. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. That one guy that was, like, investigating the, aloe vera. Yeah, he should be, like, out here somewhere. I'm not seeing him. But at least we found the place. It was pretty good. Not bad. We found it. We're out of time, too. I guess we'll go ahead and end our episode here since we're out of time. and we'll go in here in our next episode, because I don't want to just charge up in that dungeon, in this dungeon. That's kind of like how we did the last episode, and I almost didn't get out of there in time. Like, that was a really long video, and I cut a lot out, but that's fine. We'll figure that out in our next episode. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay awesome.